What if the fruits you eat to stay healthy are slowly making your kidneys worse? It sounds hard to believe, but recent research shows that certain fruits, especially the ones highest in sugar, can quietly raise your blood sugar, harm your kidneys, and even speed up aging. For seniors, and especially those living with chronic kidney disease, this is serious. A study in the Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that people over 65 who regularly ate high-sugar fruits had a 57% higher risk of developing metabolic syndrome, a condition closely linked to diabetes, heart problems, and kidney failure. And here's the problem. Many of these fruits are marketed as healthy, so you might be eating them every day without realizing the damage they could be causing. But there's good news too. Some fruits actually help your kidneys. They reduce inflammation, lower blood pressure, and support your heart and brain. In this video, we'll show you the 4 best fruits for kidney health and the 4 worst ones to avoid at all costs. You don't want to miss the last one. It's more dangerous than most people think. 4 fruits seniors should eat daily. 4 avocados. Of all the fruits out there, avocados might be one of the most misunderstood, especially by seniors who grew up being told to avoid fat. But here's the truth. Avocados are a powerhouse of nutrients that can actually help protect your heart, lower inflammation, and even support kidney health if you don't overdo it. First off, yes, avocados are technically a fruit, and they're packed with healthy fats, especially a type called oleic acid, which helps lower bad cholesterol, LDL, and raise the good kind, HDL. For older adults, especially those dealing with chronic kidney disease, this matters. Why? Because CKD puts extra pressure on the heart and blood vessels. Keeping your cholesterol balanced can lower your risk of heart attacks and strokes, which are more common in people with kidney problems. On top of that, avocados are full of potassium, actually even more than bananas. One whole avocado can have around 975 milligrams. Potassium helps control blood pressure, relax blood vessels, and balance out the sodium in your body. That's good news for most people, but it can be risky for seniors with advanced kidney disease. If your kidneys aren't filtering potassium the way they should, eating too much of it can lead to dangerous levels building up in your blood. So if you have CKD, you need to talk to your doctor or dietitian before adding a lot of avocado to your diet. But if your potassium levels are stable and you're cleared to eat them, just half an avocado a day can give you a powerful nutrition boost. It also helps your body absorb key vitamins like A, D, E, and K, especially when eaten with vegetables. You can add it to toast, mix it into a smoothie, or spoon it onto your salad with a little lemon juice. However you enjoy it, avocado can be a smart, satisfying choice, as long as your kidneys can handle it. 3 apples. Let's talk about apples. They're crisp, sweet, easy to find, and they don't cost a fortune. But more than that, apples can actually do a lot of good for your body, especially if you're a senior dealing with chronic kidney disease. One of the biggest benefits of apples is their fiber, especially a type called pectin. Pectin feeds the healthy bacteria in your gut, and a stronger gut means better digestion, stronger immunity, and improved nutrient absorption, which is incredibly important as we age. Plus, apples can help lower bad cholesterol. That same pectin binds to LDL cholesterol in your digestive system and helps carry it out of your body. That's a big win for your heart. Apples also contain quercetin, a powerful compound that fights inflammation. And if you're managing blood sugar, here's more good news. Even though apples taste sweet, their natural sugars are balanced out by fiber, which slows down sugar absorption. That makes apples a smart choice for people with type 2 diabetes or insulin resistance. For those living with CKD, apples are low in potassium and phosphorus, which is crucial because your kidneys may struggle to filter out excess minerals. They're also great for your teeth. Chewing an apple boosts saliva, which helps protect against cavities and gum disease. Simple, healthy, and easy to grab, apples are truly one of the best everyday fruits for kidney health. 2 pomegranate. Pomegranates aren't something most people eat every day, but they probably should be, especially for seniors trying to protect their kidneys and heart. As we age, our blood vessels naturally become less flexible. This makes it harder for blood to flow freely. And when you add chronic kidney disease to the mix, it becomes even more important to support circulation. That's where pomegranates shine. They're packed with something called punicalagins, a type of antioxidant that fights off the stress and inflammation that build up in our arteries over time. In fact, studies show pomegranates can reduce artery inflammation by more than 30%. That's not just good for your heart, it's huge for your kidneys too, since they depend on healthy blood flow to function well. Some researchers even say pomegranates work up to 3 times better than green tea or red wine when it comes to protecting blood vessels. One UCLA study found that older adults who drank a little pomegranate juice every day actually had better memory than those who didn't. And the best part? You don't need a lot. Just half a cup of seeds or a splash of pure, no sugar added juice in your smoothie can make a difference. But if you're on blood thinners or medication for high blood pressure, it's smart to check with your doctor first. Pomegranate can sometimes interfere. Still, for most seniors, especially those with kidney issues, it's one of the most powerful fruits you can add to your diet to support both your memory and long-term kidney health. 1. Berries. Let's start with berries, like blueberries, raspberries, and blackberries. These little fruits are some of the best choices for older adults, especially if you're living with chronic kidney disease. Why? Because they're packed with powerful plant compounds called anthocyanins, which help fight inflammation. For someone dealing with kidney issues, reducing inflammation is huge. When your kidneys are already working overtime, the last thing you want is extra pressure from a poor diet. Berries are also great for your brain. One study published in the Annals of Neurology showed that just 2 servings of blueberries a week could slow down brain aging by up to 2.5 years. That's not just a small benefit. It's a game changer for seniors who want to stay sharp and independent. Plus, they can help with balance and coordination, which lowers your risk of falls, something every senior worries about. On top of that, berries help manage blood sugar, lower blood pressure, and even support digestion thanks to their high fiber content, around 8 grams per cup. And unlike some fruits that can be harsh on your kidneys due to high potassium or sugar, berries are much gentler. Just make sure you go for fresh or frozen ones, not the dried kind, which often come with added sugar that can spike your blood sugar and stress your kidneys. Add a handful to your oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothie every day. It's a small change that can really support your kidneys and overall health in the long run. If you're finding this information helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more tips. And if you have any questions or concerns about your diet or kidney health, drop a comment below. We're here to help. 4 fruits seniors should avoid. 4 grapes. Of all the fruits that seem harmless, grapes might be the sneakiest, especially if you're a senior living with chronic kidney disease. They look innocent, they're bite-sized, and they taste great, which makes them easy to snack on without thinking. But here's what most people don't realize. A single cup of grapes can pack up to 23 grams of sugar. That's the same amount of sugar as some candy bars. And because grapes are low in fiber, that sugar hits your bloodstream fast, causing blood sugar spikes that can be dangerous for seniors, especially those managing diabetes or insulin resistance alongside kidney issues. It's not just about the sugar, though. Grapes are easy to overeat. You don't stop at 5 or 6, you keep going. That makes portion control really hard, and for older adults trying to manage their weight or keep their kidneys from working overtime, this can quietly sabotage your efforts. On top of that, non-organic grapes are known for having high pesticide residue. For someone with a strong immune system, this might not be a big deal. But for older adults, especially those with chronic kidney disease or a weakened immune response, those residues can add to the toxic load your body is already struggling to manage. And remember, your kidneys are the body's natural filter. When they're not working as well as they used to, every extra burden counts. So even though grapes might seem like a smart snack, the truth is they can create more problems than benefits for seniors with CKD. It doesn't mean you can never enjoy them again, but you've got to be smart about it. If you do choose to eat grapes, keep portions small, choose organic if possible, and try to pair them with a protein or some fiber to slow down the sugar hit. Your kidneys will thank you for it, and so will your feet, especially if you're dealing with numbness or poor circulation. 3 dried fruits. Let's talk about dried fruits. They might look small and harmless, but they can be surprisingly risky for seniors, especially those living with chronic kidney disease. Dried fruits like raisins, apricots, and dried mangoes are often seen as a healthy snack. But here's the thing. When fruit is dried, all the water is removed, and what's left behind is a dense, sugary bite. Just a small handful can have the same amount of sugar as eating several fresh fruits. That might not seem like a big deal, but for someone with kidney issues or diabetes, it really is. Too much sugar in a short period can spike blood sugar, increase inflammation, and put pressure on your kidneys. Over time, this can worsen nerve damage, make foot numbness more intense, and lead to serious complications. And that's not all. Many dried fruits are also treated with preservatives like sulfites. These chemicals help keep the fruit looking fresh on shelves, but they can trigger breathing problems in people with asthma or other respiratory issues, which is especially dangerous for older adults. Seniors already dealing with low immunity or arthritis may also notice more joint pain or brain fog after eating these sugary, chemical-heavy snacks. So even though dried fruits might seem like a quick and easy snack, they can quietly do harm, especially if you have CKD. If you really want to support your kidney health, it's better to reach for fresh, low-sugar fruits instead. Your body, and your kidneys, will thank you for it. 2 unripe, green bananas. Let's talk about green bananas. Yes, those unripe, firm ones that some people prefer for their mild flavor and longer shelf life. While they might seem like a healthy choice, especially because they're lower in sugar than ripe bananas, they can actually be a poor option for seniors with kidney problems. Green bananas are packed with something called resistant starch. Now, that might sound like a good thing, but for older adults, especially those with slower digestion or chronic kidney disease, resistant starch is hard to break down. It can lead to bloating, gas, and stomach pain. And if you already have issues like IBS or constipation, green bananas might only make things worse. That's not all. Green bananas also have fewer antioxidants than ripe ones. Antioxidants help your body fight off damage, and when your kidneys aren't working their best, every bit of support counts. Plus, green bananas contain natural compounds that can be a little rough on your stomach lining, leading to discomfort after eating. If you're a senior living with CKD, you want foods that are easy on the gut and kind to your kidneys. That's why ripe bananas with a few brown spots are usually the better choice. They're softer, easier to digest, and they come with more helpful nutrients like dopamine and vitamin B6. It's a small change, but it can make a big difference in how you feel, especially if you've been struggling with stomach discomfort or unpredictable blood sugar levels. Your kidneys are already working harder than they should, so choosing fruits that support, not stress, your body is one of the best things you can do. 1 grapefruit. Let's talk about one fruit that seems healthy at first glance, but can actually be dangerous, especially for older adults with chronic kidney disease. Grapefruit. This fruit is often praised for helping with weight loss and boosting the immune system. But here's what most people don't realize. Grapefruit can seriously mess with how your body handles medication. It contains a natural compound called furanocoumarins, and while that might sound harmless, it's not. This compound interferes with an enzyme in your liver called CYP3A4, which is responsible for breaking down many of the medications doctors commonly prescribe, especially for seniors. We're talking about medications for high blood pressure, cholesterol like statins, anxiety, and even some medications for arrhythmia. When grapefruit blocks that enzyme, those medications don't get processed properly. Instead, they build up in your bloodstream, and that's where the danger begins. You might feel fine at first, but over time, this buildup can lead to serious side effects like muscle pain, extreme fatigue, kidney damage, and in some cases, dangerously low blood pressure. What's even scarier is that it doesn't take a lot. Even just half a grapefruit or a small glass of juice can trigger this reaction, and the effects can last up to 72 hours. For seniors with CKD, whose kidneys are already under stress, this can become a serious health risk. If you're taking medications regularly, and let's be honest, most older adults are, it's a good idea to completely avoid grapefruit unless your doctor says it's okay. It's simply not worth the risk when there are safer fruits out there that won't interfere with your medication or your kidneys. Here's the bottom line. Knowing which fruits help your kidneys and which ones can hurt them is a simple but powerful way to protect your health, especially if you're an older adult living with chronic kidney disease. Fruits like apples, berries, and pomegranates can give your body the nutrients it needs without putting extra stress on your kidneys. But others, like grapes, dried fruits, grapefruit, and unripe bananas, might seem harmless but can quietly raise your potassium, spike your blood sugar, or even interact dangerously with your meds. And the scariest part? Most people don't even realize it until something goes wrong. Just one small choice, like the fruit you add to your breakfast, can make a big difference over time. So stay informed, check your labels, and talk to your doctor if you're unsure. Your kidneys are working hard every day. Let's not make it harder for them. Want more tips like this? Watch the next video. It could help protect your health.